morning. Hey. Looks like our stream is going. We're going to get started in just a second. Just want to make sure everybody can access this. Good morning, good morning. Oh, it's kind of dark over here. Do a lighting check. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Joellen Sumner. I'm the Tuneful teacher, and all May long, I will be hosting these free parent-child music classes on Tuneful Tuesdays. So thank you for joining us. If you never joined us before, welcome, welcome. I think I need to find a better lighting. Didn't think about the lighting in this area of my classroom. I am a K4 music educator, but I am also a parent music coach, a parental music coach. That might be better. And I am excited to bring prenatal, preschool, infant, and toddler music classes to you in the comfort of your own home. Good morning, good morning. We are going to get started in just a moment. I saw some friends that just started adding themselves to the Tuneful teacher group, so I want to make sure I include them as well. Okay. Get all situated. So today will be joined by my baby in utero. This is Nashlyn, Nashlyn Elaine. If you are an expecting mother, you can do these activities with me. If you have an infant or a toddler, then I will coach you along the way about what to do technique-wise with your kiddo, depending on their age level. Okay. So let's get started with our mini lesson today. And these only take about 20 minutes. So if your kiddo will not stay really active for that long, take these little rhymes and do them throughout your day in different situations. It's the best way to interact with your child musically is obviously when they're engaged with you and what you're doing. So meet your child where they're at. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is called Ride a Cock Horse, and this is a bounce. So if you have an infant, you're cradling, making sure that their neck and their head are safe, bouncing here. If you have an older infant, you can bounce them on your knee. If you have a toddler, you could outstretch your legs or sit in a chair like I am and bounce your ankles up and down on the floor to create that bouncing feel. Prenatal mummies, I'm going to be tapping my belly. Here we go. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. With bells on her fingers and rings on her toes, she shall have music wherever she goes. Notice I'm keeping that nice steady beat on my belly for my baby, and you are giving that nice steady beat to your little one. Whether it's tapping your infant, if you're holding them here, or bouncing them like this, or your toddler on your knee like this. Okay, let's do it again. And remember, if you don't know these words, it's okay. You can rewind and check this video out anytime. Here we go. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross. Can you repeat after me? To see a fine lady upon a white horse. With rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. Good. Okay, so easy little rhyme. Let's try it all together now. Here we go. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. With rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, she shall have music wherever she goes. And usually the ending, I always like to do something a little crazy with our voice. So going like that dramatic pause and then goes, just to give the kids a fun little vocalization at the end. We like to repeat things 4 times in First Steps in Music courses and classes because each lesson we want to make sure that we're getting that repetition, and kids love repetition. How many times do they listen to Baby Shark, right? So you want to make sure you're being repetitive with these rhymes and fun little songs as well. One more time, ride a cock horse. Here we go. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. With rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, she shall have music wherever she goes. All right, moving on from bounces, we go right into wiggles. Wiggles will be done on the toes for infants because their hands are generally clenched. For older infants and toddlers, you're going to do them on their fingers. And for older toddlers to preschoolers, you can have them wiggle your fingers or your toes. So much fun. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate in the air, and then I'm going to tap my belly just to the beat. We're going to do row, row, a fishing we will go. And here in Chicago, it's kind of like springtime weather. So fingers crossed that we get to go fishing soon. We're going to do a rowing motion first. Row, row, a fishing we will go. How many fishes have you, Joe? 1 for my mother, 1 for my father, 1 for my brother, and 1 for my sister. And 1 for the happy fisher boy who eats his fish with yummy joy. Good job. Let's do it again. Take your little infant's arms or your little toddler's arms and do a rowing motion with me. A row, row, a fishing we will go. How many fishes have you, Joe? 1 for my mother, 1 for my father, 1 for my brother, 1 for my sister, and 1 for the happy fisher boy who eats his fish with yummy joy. Excellent. Okay, so now if you are dealing with an infant, remember you're doing this on their toes, starting with the big toe and going to the pinky. Prenatal, I'm going to tap it on my belly. And then anyone else with an older kiddo, you can have them wiggle your fingers. And you want to say the rhyme in their tempo because they are going to internalize that beat faster than what we usually do as adults. Adults, we're slower than kids, right? Their sense of tempo, their sense of urgency and speed is a lot faster than ours. So let's try it again. And remember to follow your kiddo's lead, especially preschool and beyond. Here we go. Row, row, a fishing we will go. How many fishes have you, Joe? 1 for my mother, 1 for my father, 1 for my brother, 1 for my sister, and 1 for the happy fisher boy who eats his fish with yummy joy. Excellent. Again, I'm doing prenatal on my belly, and you are doing it maybe at home with your infant or your toddler or your preschooler. And each level has a different technique of how to perform these different rhymes and songs with your child. So stay tuned, rewind, fast forward when you get to do this with your kiddo. We're going to move from wiggles on to tickles. We're going to do a tickle, and you can take your 2 fingers and walk up your arm. and give a little tickle under the arm of your child. You could also do this on their belly for infants. Okay, and then when you're a bigger kid, maybe your preschooler might learn it, they can do it and tickle you. I'm gonna do it on my belly for my prenatal mamas. This one's called A Little Flea Went Walking. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. So 2 fingers and you're just like walking. And again, I'm doing it on my belly. You can do it on your baby's belly. Here we go. A little flea went walking. Repeat after me. To see what he could see. And all that he could see was baby's little tummy. Okay, very good. Okay, so we're going to try it again. Again, just walking on your baby's tummy, up their arm, maybe for an older infant or toddler. And then maybe your older toddler or preschooler can do it to you. Nice steady beat. A little flea went walking to see what he could see. And all that he could see was baby's little tummy. Okay, let's try it all together. Let's say it together. It's a super easy rhyme. You mess up the words, just go with it. Your child doesn't know the difference. Your child is just excited to hear you and play with you and doing musical play with you. So here we go. A little flea went walking to see what he could see. And all that he could see was baby's little tummy. Last time, here we go. A little flea went walking to see what he could see. And all that he could see was baby's little tummy. Don't forget to change up your tempo and your expression each time you do it, so it makes it more exciting for your little one. All right, so we just went through bounces, wiggles, and tickles. Now we're going to do our tapping song. Excuse me. This is one about a rainy day, and I like this one because it is springtime here in Chicago. So I'm going to simulate raindrops on my belly. And this is a simple song, a tapping song. So feel free to tap up into the hand of your infant, tap up on their hand if they're a toddler. You could also tap on the bottom of their foot. This is steady beat. Pitter, patter. Repeat after me. Pitter, patter. Listen to the rain. Pitter, patter on my window pane. Good. Very easy, right? So if you're tapping up into their hands, let's try it like this. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter, listen to the rain. Pitter, patter, pitter, patter on my window pane. Very good. Excellent. Okie dokie. Remember, keeping the beat is super important because children cannot visualize or cannot hear the steady beat. They need to feel it. And the only person that they can feel it from is an adult, right? Tapping on them. So these are very, very important games and songs to do with your child. Let's do pitter patter again. Again, thinking about clapping up into their hands, tapping the bottom of their foot. Pitter patter, pitter patter, listen to the rain. Pitter patter, pitter patter on my window pane. Very good. Okay, so that's our tapping clapping song. We're going to go on to a simple song so you can hold your little one. This also works well as a lullaby. This one's called Fay Do Do. Just checking our comments here. Oh, hello, Janae. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and stopping in and sharing the stream. Please share this with your network too. That would be great. I appreciate that. Sharing is caring. Let's hold our little one, either cradling them here if they're an infant, toddler, just holding them and rocking them back and forth. Because I am expecting I'm going to be rubbing my belly here. So, Fay do do. Repeat after me. Fay do do. Fay do do. Good. Let us go dreaming. Let us go dreaming. Fay do do. Fay do do. Come dreaming with me. Come dreaming with me. Very simple song. I hope that you're singing along with me at home. Don't be afraid to use your singing voice. And make sure it's nice and gentle and easygoing. We're going to try this again. I'm going to sing the whole song. Please sing along with me. It's much shorter than that. Here we go. Fay do do, and let us go dreaming. Fay do do, come dreaming with me. Fay do do, and let us go dreaming. Fay do do, come dreaming with me. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do it again. Fay do do, and let us go dreaming. Fay do do, come dreaming with me. Fay do do, and let us go dreaming. Fay do do, come dreaming with me. All right, so if you have a little one, you just want to be tapping the steady macro beat. I am rubbing my belly back and forth for my little one, Nashlyn Elaine, who's growing and cooking in here. She's the size of a coconut this week. I am 31 weeks pregnant and just excited to meet this little one. My firstborn. I'm so excited. Okay, so we went through our bounces, wiggles, tickles, tapping, and simple songs. The next one we're going to do is just moving to classical music. And I highly suggest that you vary it. It doesn't have to be only classical music. It's also good to listen to jazz, to different cultural music, to different genres of music, exposing your baby to a lot of different sounds, textures, timbres, genres. Very, very important for babies to have a really wide worldview of music. We expose them to that throughout their first 7 years of their life. They are going to have a much better, wider worldview and mindset for other cultures, for other people, for other languages than children that are not getting the exposure to classical, cultural, and multi-genre, different types of music. So expose your kiddos to different types of music purposefully. We're going to try this classical piece. This is from First Steps in Classical Music, which is a CD that goes along with First Steps in Music. And I encourage anybody that enrolls in my parent-child music classes to get this CD or download it on Apple Music. It's on Apple Music, and I'm looking it up right now. And basically, each week, there is a selection that you're going to expose your child to throughout that week. Okay, First Steps in Classical Music. And keeping the beat. And we're going to go with selection number 1. So you will take your kiddo and you'll just keep the steady beat on your child in various ways. When I did live in-person classes, we would walk in a circle and tap the back of our babies. When I had toddlers, we would be dancing, jumping, different types of movement incorporated in this activity. And preschoolers, same thing, but keeping that beat nice and easy. Okay, here we go. This is Corelli. Here we go. Tapping, rocking. This is the micro beat. This is the macro beat. Macro means larger. Micro is smaller and faster. I'm going to keep it on my belly for little Mashlin. And for my pregnant mommies, different types of pressure on your bump, different ways of keeping the beat, stroking, pressing, tapping, giving lots of different stimulus to your baby in utero. And you don't need those belly buds for your baby to hear the music. Your baby can hear exactly what you hear, slightly muffled, but you don't need to put any amplification or anything closer to your belly. You don't want to get them too agitated in the belly. Again, if you have a toddler, you can rock back and forth. You can hold them and rock them. If you have an infant, rocking, tapping their back, walking with them on your shoulder, just rocking them. Even just a little micro movement like this. It's just so important about listening to different types of music in the home. All right, good job, mommies. Good job, daddies, whoever's watching out there. The last one is the last part of our workout, and this is a musical workout. It's an 8-part musical workout. And the last step is always a lullaby. So if you are getting ready to put your little one down, maybe while you're breastfeeding, you can sing to them, especially for infants and toddlers, preschoolers, right before a nap. Lullabies, always very, very fun to do. We're going to do Hush My Babe, Lie Still and Slumber. I love this one so much. And I learned this through the First Steps in Music program. I had never heard of it before. And I'm going to start integrating it into my day with my baby now that she can hear and her ears are fully developed. So this is one I'm going to incorporate into our daily activities when she is here in July. I'm so excited. This is called Hush My Babe, Lie Still and Slumber. It goes like this. Listen first, and then we'll do some echoing. Hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Holy angels guard thy bed. Heavenly blessings without number, gently stealing on thy head. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. Hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Your turn. Holy angels guard thy bed. Good. Heavenly blessings without number. Gently stealing on thy head. Okay, let's put more of them together. Let's take 2 lines at a time. First 2 lines. Starting with, hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Holy angels guard thy bed. Third line, heavenly blessings without number, gently stealing on thy head. Good. Let's try it again. 2 lines together. Hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Holy angels guard thy bed. Try it. Hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Holy angels guard thy bed. Here's the third line. Heavenly blessings without number, gently stealing on thy head. All right, so that is our lullaby. Let's do it one more time. Hush, my babe, lie still and slumber. Holy angels guard thy bed. Heavenly blessings without number, gently stealing on thy head. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope everybody has a tuneful Tuesday. Bye for now.